Well, Sarah, I'm very grateful to have been offered an opportunity to say a few words and to address all of the ladies in the Birds on the Blog community. And today we're specifically going to look at LinkedIn. My name is Mark Perl and I specialise in business networking. And since really the collapse in 2008, business networking has become two things. It's not only the interpersonal skills of building profitable relationships in a face-to-face environment, but it's also, as you know, with Birds on the Blog, by its very title alone, it's online networking. And today, of course, the place where you manage your professional reputation is LinkedIn. We're now looking at over 100 million members on LinkedIn. We're looking at over 20% of those people now being in Europe. We're looking at the UK being the third largest community with over 5 million people. So it's become a very significant place to manage your professional reputation and to network and to build your reputation and to showcase your expertise. In our business networking, we find when we deal specifically with ladies groups that one of the challenges that women experience is to be taken seriously when they're networking. So I'm just going to give you a few tips and hints with regards specifically to LinkedIn, and so that you will see the unique value that you as women in the business community bring to networking, and some useful and viable things that can make an instant difference to the way you create attraction within the LinkedIn community and you gain search engine optimization for your own businesses. Obviously, all networking is going to start with the first personal presentation, how you look, your appearance. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. So, and that's vested in your profile. So let's look at the profile. We know that many of the profiles that are on LinkedIn are just dormant. So if they're going to be dormant, then let's make them really, really good and valuable for you. And we're going to start there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at really the two major opportunities. The business development opportunity, which comes from the ability to use the advanced search options to be able to find your perfect prospect in the correct industry, in the right size of company, in the right geographic location for you. And also really where all the gold lies is raising your presence and your position as an expert in the field in groups. So let's take a look at your profile. First of all, a headshot. Absolutely critical that we go for a good headshot. We don't need anything, just literally as it says, and use that headshot across all of your other social media platforms to gain consistency. If we look at the profile specifically, fill out everything they ask you to fill out. This helps the internal search engines of LinkedIn bring up other people and colleagues that you might have lost contact with, who you might have known in other companies and other periods in your life, from education or from charitable institutions that you might have worked with, or any other social work that you might be doing. And it'll just bring up those people that might be long lost colleagues. Very importantly, people misconstrue the specialities section of the profile summary. So when you get in there and you start writing your profile, remember the profile is to be written as if you were chatting to somebody. This is the opening conversation that you would have with somebody to garner a degree of connectivity. So it's not about a biography. I did this, I did that, or whatever, or he did this, she did that, I went there. It's about me. And it's about why I add value to you. The profile should include what is the problem that you solve, not just your title. What is the solution that your involvement brings at the end of a project? What's the value? What are the objectives that you try and set out? It's conversational. But the specialities section is what would you use as a search term if you were searching for somebody offering your products and services. So all you need to put in there, and I would fill it as much as you can, are Google search terms. So it's comma separated search terms that you would use if you were looking for you, because this is the place where the 100 million people inside LinkedIn that are looking for products and services, they use those search terms. Now, the way that you can check if you got those search terms right is very simple, because if you go back to a little place called Who's Viewed My Profile on a monthly basis, what you'll do is you will see who's viewed your profile, but importantly, what were the search terms that they used to find you and your business. So the speciality section, very important for you. The next thing is you have 3 opportunities under websites to drive traffic. So what you want to be doing is you want to garner sufficient interest to drive traffic to your website. And you can get in there, and there are default names, but just by going in through the settings, and very easy to edit, so that you can say, well, this is the full range of my products and services, this goes to my company blog, and this goes to my video. And you can give them individual names and personalize it. And if you need any help with this, my name's Mark Perl, P-E-R-L. I'm on LinkedIn. Please feel free to join me. If you want to send me an invitation, put birds on the blog, so I'll know that it's coming from you. And then once we're linked, I'm happy to offer you any help. But also, if you go to my website, if you go to my LinkedIn profile, what you'll do there is you'll see, look at the structure of how I introduce myself in the summary, and then look what I've got in the specialities, and that should help you. The other thing that would add value to you is you have an opportunity to personalize your own URL. And that's very, very simple. Again, in through settings and edit URL. And you just want to knock off all the numbers and alphanumeric stuff that sits at the end to claim your name. And if you go and you have a little bit of a look at my URL, it's just, you know, the LinkedIn, McGafty, and then / Mark Perl. So it's very, very useful to me, because then if somebody remembers my name and is looking for me, just by clearing away the detritus at the end to make it Mark Perl means I come up when someone's looking for me. LinkedIn is obviously probably the first page, and it will help you too. So very important that we have a call to action in our profile and we present ourselves effectively. But the 2 serious and significant value places for LinkedIn are going into the advanced search. If you look at the top bars on the right-hand side, you get a drop-down which defaults to people. Just press the advanced on the right-hand side of that box. It'll take you through to a whole new window. Now, you will need a premium membership to navigate your way around some of the options there, but become comfortable with that search, and it will enable you to uncover the very title in the right industry, in the right size of company, again in the right geographic location for you, for proactive business development. But what I would say to you is, too many people are looking at LinkedIn as just a business development tool. It's networking, and networking is fly fishing, not harpooning. So it's going to be a slow burn, but it can really, just like Sarah has seen with her business when she started blogging, it's created over a period of time a huge amount of attraction, and her business has grown very successfully through that, as I'm sure you are seeing from the awareness and the increase in the size of your network and influence that you're getting on Birds on the Blog. So the key for you is to get into the groups. But too many people just arrive in a group and don't do anything with it. That's where your opportunity lies in LinkedIn. The wonderful thing about women in networking is that women have so many more levels of conversation where they can establish connectivity with people really quickly. If I would say one of the largest challenges that women have and is being able to ease from the, if you like, from the small talk into the business talk. But you are able much more effectively than men to establish connectivity. And here all I would say is offer your expertise, offer your experience, help others, come there as you would in any other business networking environment, without an agenda, to offer your help and guidance and advice freely. And what will happen is you will see through the active networking like that, that you will attract opportunities to you like iron filings to a magnet. 1 or 2 will come to start, but it will build up very quickly. I hope those couple of tips, sorting out your profile, driving traffic to your own website, sorting out your URL for much more awareness on the internet, going into the specialities section to make sure your business, your products and your services can be found more easily. I hope that's useful to you. And what I would say is pick 2 or 3 groups. You don't have to have 50 or 60 groups in the list, or 50 groups. Pick 2 or 3 groups and start to work those groups effectively. How would you choose them? Simply do 2 things. I would say, where do your clients already go? Think of what conversations your clients are having, what's of interest to them, and find those groups and join those groups. And find any other industry group that you have an expertise in, because all of the conversations around your own passions are happening right now. When you get into the group and you begin the networking, have a good look around, see who within that group are perfect prospects for you. Have a little white paper, have a gift, have something, and say, look, all relationships have to start somewhere, and I notice you're in the same group as me, and I always think it's great to give a gift at the beginning of a relationship, and here's a white paper, or here's an article I've written, or here's something that I hope you might find interesting. Are you happy for us to link as first level connections? And take it from there. Take it slow, network, have fun, enjoy it, and I'll see you on LinkedIn.